Since the end of recording the last video and starting this one, I've done a couple of things. One is that I added a place mark at the edge of the Earth, on the Earth's limb, which just means the apparent edge. That has this text in it, which you can get from the text on the page that's hosting this video or the one before this one. And that I did because you can't draw a square that's 10,000 kilometers in diameter on a sphere that's 40,000 kilometers in circumference, which is roughly what the Earth is. So I added that. I created a new folder, which is in the Add menu, and add a folder. And it looks like that, and I called it Taganic Falls Powers of 10. I actually recreated one. I had one of these before. And then I put all this stuff in it, and I put it in the order I wanted it to play. So the pedestrian bridge I want to be shown first, and 100 meters by 100 meters, and so on out. And that sets me up pretty well now to play this as a movie-like experience. You do want to probably fiddle around with your preferences a little bit in the touring. So I've got it set to 10 seconds between features, wait 3.5 seconds at each feature, show balloons when waiting at the features. This stuff I didn't mess with. That's just the defaults, and I think this is also the defaults. I'll probably switch that over to higher fidelity when I actually do get around to recording it, but I'll fiddle with it and see what I like. So I'm going to click OK, and so with these in the order that I want them, and it can be a little confusing to do that. If you just drag it around, it goes where it goes, but you end up getting them by trial and error is probably the easiest way to figure out how to get them in the order you want them, from smallest to largest, or distant or closest in to most distant. And we'll go ahead and play the video, see what it looks like. This player pops up down here. It allows you to pause when you want to, which you want to for the first one because it's got more detail in it, so you can pause longer than this when you're doing this with kids probably, and talk about the information in that, and then you can hit play to continue on. I think this will go away. There it goes. And so now we're looking at 100 meters by 100 meters, and that's about the distance a man or a person can run in 10 seconds. And of course it's a little distorted because we're drawing that square on an uneven surface. There's 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer where you can see most of the gorge. There's the falls down here, as well as the falls here, and another smaller falls somewhere down in there. There's the delta going out into Cayuga Lake, and a good chunk of Cayuga Lake now visible when we're at 10 kilometers by 10 kilometers. And to 100 kilometers by 100 kilometers, you can see most of the Finger Lakes of New York State, and a large chunk of central New York. Syracuse is just up here. And when we get out to 1,000 kilometers by 1,000 kilometers, we can see most of New England and most of the Great Lakes. I guess all of New England and most of the Great Lakes. And then we go out to the edge of the Earth, and where a kilometer comes from pops up, and we're looking good.